Hello students, welcome to yet another amazing session of Sprint 9 2021 where we are going to deal with the last leaf. So that's the story that we are going to cover today. The very important question answers from this particular story, and I hope you have already visited the Umang series and the other channel where I have completed the story, the explanation of the story as well. So today we are going to do the 1 mark questions, 2 marks, 3 marks and the 5 marks questions. So before coming to the session, I would strictly recommend you to go through the explanation part, which has already been uploaded in the Umang series and the English channel. Okay, so please go through them and then come to this channel. So this series. So first of all, the schedule, guys. So we have completed till we have completed till weathering the storm in Ersama, and today we are going to deal with the last leaf. So 2 more sessions to go, guys. Okay, and then our syllabus will be completed. Physics is over, chemistry over, math is going to continue till 3rd Feb, and biology is continuing till 31st of Jan, and SST is also going to continue till 3rd Feb. Okay? So before starting with the session, guys, please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you still haven't subscribed, and also share this video amongst your friends. So I'll share a beautiful quote with you before beginning the session. Of course, as usual, it is going to be related to the session that we are going to deal with the story that we are going to cover today. Hope. What can you say about hope? Hold on, pain ends. That's the full form that we have made out of hope. Okay, hold on, pain ends. So that means we have to hold on. So in this story, don't you think that the character in the story, who was that character? Sue, right? Who wanted to give up, who had lost hope. So finally, she was able to revive that hope with the help of that painter who had painted that leaf. Okay, so he was able to inculcate hope in the mind of Sue. So we need to hold on in our lives. Of course, we will face challenges, we will face pain, but what is important is how do we overcome that? How do we survive? And how do we hold on to life, cling on to life? Let's not just give up. With that, guys, we'll come to the homework question. I hope you have already I have seen your answers in the comment section. So wonderfully constructed, beautifully constructed answers. Even if you have not been able to construct or frame your answers or not getting points, you can refer to this, guys, and get an idea of how to construct your answer. And now we will be starting with the very first question of the day from this story. She talked about clothes and fashions, but John C. did not respond. Okay. John C. continued to, oh, I'm sorry. I said Sue instead of John C. Sorry. So it was John C. Okay. John C. continued to lie still on her bed. She brought her drawing board into John C.'s room and started painting. So the girl who was hopeless was John C., not Sue. Pardon my mistake. Okay. So guys, let's begin with the very first question. Why did Sue talk about clothes and fashion? So Sue was the friend who was taking care of John C., and John C. was ill. Okay. John C. had lost hope. I'm really sorry again. I'm telling you. Okay. So because Sue was a fashion designer, Sue's hobby was designing dress. She was trying to cheer up John C., who was depressed due to her illness. Sue worked for a fashion agency. Come on, guys. Come on. Very simple question and very easy answer. Of course, she was trying to cheer up her friend who was suffering from illness. She was suffering from pneumonia, right? And she became depressed. She had lost all hopes, right? So that is what she was doing. Sue was trying to cheer her up. Next is, why did John C. continue to lie still on her bed? Was suffering from pneumonia, was weak and depressed, was bored of Sue's company, had a rough day at work and was tired, suffering from a viral fever and was weak and depressed. Very simple again. I hope you have already given the answers in the chat box. Yes. She was suffering from pneumonia and she was very weak and depressed. So therefore, she was continuing to lie in her bed. Last question is, why did Sue bring her drawing board into John C.'s room? Because there was no light in Sue's room due to, because she wanted to paint John C., okay, to give her company and help her not to feel lonely, or none of the above. This is also very simple, guys. Come on. Please post your answers in the chat box. Okay, the answer is the third option is the correct one. I hope everybody has got all the three answers correct. These were all very, very simple. Give me a quick high five, those of you who have got all the answers correct. Moving ahead, we will be dealing with the subjective questions. Okay, why was Sue worried when John C. fell ill? Very simple, very, very simple. Why was she worried? Of course, because John C. would lie on her bed without moving and would just gaze out of the window all day. Okay, so she was depressed. Okay, she was, hopeless, had given up on her life almost. Okay, so definitely she would not move. Okay, would just lie and gaze out of the window. Even though the doctor came, there was no change in her condition. Okay, so she was as it is, no recovery, was not recovering, or was not showing any, no signs of recovery, you can write. That's a better expression. Okay, so definitely, since John C was a very good friend of, Sue and John C, they had a very close bonding with each other. So all these situations of John C definitely worried Sue. Okay, next question, guys. What worried the doctor? The doctor who came to treat John C. What was that which worried the doctor? Of course, her giving up. Okay, becoming hopelessness, she had lost the will to live, right? So definitely, because of all these, she was showing no signs of recovery. So medicine would only react when she had the will to live, she had the urge to live, which she had completely lost, right? So that was a cause of worry. So there was no improvement in John C's condition. He felt that John C was not responding to the treatment because she had made up her mind not to do so. He felt she had lost her will to live, hence the medicines were not at all being useful to her, right? So that is what I just now said. Okay, guys, so this is your answer. Okay, let's move to the next section, that is the 3 marks questions. The first 3 mark question is on your screen, guys. How did the sight of the last leaf affect John C? Very simple. Very simple. Come on. What are the points that you can add here? Please give me your points in the chat box. Okay. And yes, please do tally your answers with the answer that I'm going to give you right now. Okay. The sight of the last leaf clinging onto the creeper in spite of the wind and snow revived John C. Okay. And gave her the faith. So she had gained that faith, gained hope. Okay. Hope. She became hopeful. She gained her faith that she would survive. She realized how much she had troubled Sue by her gloom and depression, and also thought of the fact that it was a sin to want to die. Right? So, definitely, the last leaf clinging onto the creeper also made her she wanted to cling on to life. Okay, she also became aware that she was being sinful by thinking about death. So it was a sin to want to die. So she gained hope, she gained life, right? Okay, so next question is uh, why had Berman felt the need to paint the leaf on the creeper? Remember, that leaf can be regarded as his masterpiece. That was regarded as a masterpiece, right? So why? John C., his neighbor who had been suffering from pneumonia, had developed a strong belief that she would die the day the last leaf of the creeper outside her window fell. Burnman felt that he had to paint the leaf that night in order to save her life, as all the leaves had fallen off in the storm. So he wanted to revive the lost faith or lost hope. Okay. So he was definitely a great man, a good human being who wanted to, he was also a great painter, okay, because this leaf became, he had finally painted his masterpiece, and his art was successful in saving the life of John C. ठीक है? So that is why his painted leaf can really be regarded as a masterpiece, because of his art, he is infusing his art is infusing life into someone, right? So someone, and reviving her lost faith. Okay, guys, so these are the points that you should add in your answers, and it would serve as a conclusion to your answer and make your answer a bit different from the rest. So I hope with that, guys, you are enjoying the session. And if you want to gain 100% marks and 100% knowledge, you can have unlimited live classes with fun and high level quizzes. You need to just visit the link in the description box. You can compete with the students throughout the world. You can have interactive replays with live quizzes and leaderboards. Also, you can download the content with handwritten notes of the master teachers. And you have in-class doubt solving with quality tests and assignments, with free 5,000 plus micro courses and crash courses, that too in less price. Just visit the link and use the coupon code. This coupon code is giving you the price, this one, 2159 for a month and 7200 till March 21, which is actually going to give you 11 rupees per class for a month and 12 rupees per class till March 21, guys. So please do visit the link and use the coupon code SWRPRO. Resuming the session, guys. Okay, 5 marks questions. Last 2 questions left. Do you think Berman was a great artist or a great human being? Give reasons. What do you think? Great artist or great human being, or both? Well, I think he was both, right? So let us see how to construct this answer. Berman was a great human being. No doubt he was a talented artist. So of course he was both, which is evident from the painting of the leaf on the wall. The painting was so realistic that everyone thought it was a real leaf, which saved John C's life. So John C had made up her mind that she would die of her illness the day the last leaf fell off the creeper. However, Berman decided to help Sue, her friend, who was worried about the effect of falling of the last leaf that would have on John C. This shows how caring, selfless, and concerned he was. He was out in the stormy and the cold night to paint the leaf, and came back soaked to the skin, in no condition to even remove his wet clothes and shoes. He made supreme sacrifice of his life to save the life of another human being. So he sacrificed his life, and his art saved the life of it infused, or as I already told you, it infused the life. It can be regarded as a masterpiece, because it helped in saving the life of someone. Okay, so he is giving up on his own life so that the faith is intact, because she had lost faith in life. So he wanted to revive that faith, and he gave up his life to do that, right? So definitely he's a great artist as well as a very good human being. Last question. The story shows the power of mind. Okay, now when I talk about power of mind, I kind of remember a quote given by Milton in his very popular work called Paradise Lost. It's an epic poem. Okay, he says that mind is a place. Okay, mind is a place which can make, I'm not quoting him, I'm just summarizing what he said. You can find out the real quote and quote as well, okay? Which can make a heaven out of a hell, or hell out of a heaven. Which can make a heaven of hell or hell of heaven, something like that, right? I'm not quoting him exactly as I told you. So what is this speaking about? This is speaking about whatever is your thoughts, your approach towards life. There is nothing positive, there is nothing negative in life. It is depending on your approach, on your mind. Okay, if you think you are in hell, if your mind thinks you are in hell, you will be in hell even if you are in in heaven. So it is basically depending upon our mind's power. So you can quote this will be a very wonderful quote. Okay, and yes, the story reveals the power of one's thoughts and the mind in making us believe in something. So in this story, we see that one of the characters, John C, suffering from pneumonia, she believes that she will not survive, and as a result, even the medicines will have no effect on her. Even her doctor was worried about the chances of recovery, and also doctor said if she does not have the will, then it is very difficult for the medicines also to act. Okay? Later, we see the power of mind once again when she recovers. And how does she recover? We all know she recovers when she sees the last leaf. So it was actually not the leaf, right? It was a painted leaf. It was not the real leaf. But see, the mind thought it was a real leaf and therefore it became a real leaf. So again, power of mind, right? So the belief was that it would only live as long as the last leaf stayed on the creeper. When she sees the last leaf does not fall despite the wind and the stormy conditions, it makes her believe that she is also going to survive, just as the leaf survived despite the stormy night, right? Even though it was not a real leaf, it was just painted. John C draws inspiration and slowly gains the will to live. Therefore, it is clearly depicting the power of mind. All right. So you can use, as I told you, you can use the quote by Milton. You can search for the quote. I have just summarized the quote, guys. You can also use the summary. No problem with that. So this was used by Milton. Let me tell you that. Milton in Paradise Lost. If you search, you will get it. Okay. That will be a very good introduction to your answer and make your answer stand out from the rest. And guys, with that, we have come to the end of the session where we discussed 1 mark questions, 2 mark questions, 3 marks and 5 marks questions. This is your homework question, guys. Do you think John C was a good friend? Give reasons for your answer. Basically talking about the characteristic feature of John C, which we have already done in the Umang series. Okay, so you can take help from that and you can write your answers, post your answers in the comment section. Don't forget that. And here you go with the next session, which is a house is not a home. That is what we are going to do next. So please stay tuned, guys. Keep watching Sprint 9 2021. Keep enjoying and all the best. Before you go, guys, please visit the link in the description box and pin comment. Use the coupon code SWRPRO. Subscribe to the channel, share the video amongst your friends, and also do hit the like button. Thank you. Bye. Take care. See you again in the next session.